The haze over just what exactly is going on with Kenya's grain security is yet to clear, with Acting Finance Minister John Michuki now moving a motion in Parliament that, among other things, seeks Parliament to guarantee a 7.6 billion shillings loan from the American Department of Agriculture. A motion that was deferred to tomorrow after this sparring session on the floor of the House.
7 billion, which is in far excess of the amount the minister is seeking. And therefore, on the very basis, on the face of this document, the session of paper that was laid on the table of the House yesterday, the minister's session of paper is clearly illegal.
A guarantee of 16 billion shillings was given to the port.
The government of Kenya currently has no structures of good management of resources from good gestures by the public.
I will adjourn the matter until tomorrow afternoon, 2:30 tomorrow.
Mr. Speaker,
while the minister may argue that the money will help purchase more maize and shore up grain reserves, the amount is almost equivalent to the 7.9 billion shillings lost in a Triton oil scandal. Not to mention that just last week, the government asked for 32 billion shillings for the same purpose. Can the government afford to shoulder debt when it's yet to account for billions of shillings lost? Apart from the intimations of the Public Accounts Committee, the coalition government has remained notoriously silent on who exactly is responsible for the shameful maize scandal. Why the silence? And when probed on anything to do with the silence, a version of these two responses has been the norm.
How much maize has gone to Sudan, or in the Sudan itself? Why don't you give that evidence instead of sensationalizing it?
Either the media stands accused,
The Prime Minister cancelled the tender for a second grain handling facility in an opaque and fishy circumstances.
or the coalition partners accuse each other.
even the president, he made it very clear last Friday to the nation that action will be taken against them. The police already is at work.
Or make statements of intent, but so far without any follow-through. It seems that the scandal, which is said to reach across the coalition affecting partners on both sides, seems to be too hot to handle.
They basically came together largely to work, but to also eat from the government kitty, because government is big business.
And as millions continue to go without food, the seemingly weak resolve of the coalition to get to the bottom of the scandal could be its biggest disservice to the country yet. John Allen Nabu, KTN Prime.